Hello, people of the internet, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Out of the Park Baseball 17 and our Premier League Baseball GM mode sim commentary. I am F5 Penguin. You can find me all over the social media interwebs and the tubes that brought you here at F5 Penguin. And it's been a while, okay? I know there were supposed to be two videos since the last video, but things get in the way, like rainstorms and power outages, and that is part of the deal of living in South Florida. This is what happens. So, that said, we are here and we're actually going to be catching up. It is going to be July 30th. We're going to sim 3 sims to catch up to where we are, and that's going to bring us up to 15 days in the future. We are on July 15th now. In the last video, if you watched it, we're on a bit of a hot streak, I'd say, at least for the team that has been terrible over the past 2 seasons. We were 12 and 12. This is amazing. We were up 50% in attendance. We were hitting the ball. We were pitching the ball. We were we were doing all of the baseball things that are positive in the world of baseball. I couldn't hate on what happened. Now, some people were chatting. I'm in Discord, by the way, for my GMs that are playing with me, and they like to chirp and they like to talk. So I have an idea of what happened to one of my star players, unfortunately, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I don't really know what else has happened since then. I kind of been away from the computer. So let's download and take a look at how bad things have gotten. We also have been fighting the holes in the system for the minor leagues. We need to get those patched up as well. Most of those players should be back from injury now, though, and we can plug them back into the system and maybe cut some of the players that we signed that weren't going to really amount to anything. I'm just really afraid of how the major league team went. I hope anything even would be good. And we're 18 and 19. So we are on July 30th. We are 18 and 19. Not the worst, not the best. We are one game back in our division. And the wild card is at 21 and 16. So it looks like we're going to have to win our division or get a little bit more competitive with Trois Rivieres and Toronto. I don't know how to pronounce that, by the way. Um, so we are in a little bit of trouble here, 18 and 19, and I see the red. Kevin Burleson is out with a bad injury, and it's an early season end. Oh man. Okay, and we're looking at Philpott, hot 8 games, 16 for 32, batting 500. Oh man, I think that's good news right there. And looking at Zach Starks is not hot over the past 2 games at 10 ERA. Something's got to give there. We'll have to take a look. We have players that can come off the disabled list. We probably will do that. We have players on our roster and injured. Oh my God, Grangene's out, Burleson's out. Oh no. And we have so there is a problem with our mail. Sometimes we don't get mail. So we'll have to go through the games and see what we missed. It's a known issue. I'm going to have to let the commissioner, I'm Jeff, know that the mail still comes up blank. Hopefully he fixes that. Let's go ahead and look at the schedule real quick and see what happened since the 15th. So 15th, we won 4-3. We knew that. We took a break and we got into going with Fargo. We won all 3 games at Fargo. So let's quickly no report available. Come on. I'll let him know that as well. That makes me sad. Let's see if I can click on that. Nope, can't do that. Let's see if I can go to... I don't know how to actually... Let's see. League history. No. League info. Team info. I'm sad about this right now. I'm not going to lie. Scores. Okay, so let's go to the 17th of July and take a look at the scores from that game real quick. We can find Brooklyn. Scored 2 in the 10th. Can I go to log? Game log has not been stored. Box score? No. Okay, so we can just... That makes me sad. I'm not going to lie. That we can't... I'll talk to Jeff about all of this, I promise. We will make it work so we can actually see all these logs because it's kind of a bummer, right? Because I can't really see the status of the team. Granted, I should have checked these sims. Wasn't able to. whatever. Here we are. So Zelaya gets the win, goes 4-0. Player of the game was Nick Clark. My boy, Nick Clark, is doing it big underneath 3 ERA for the season. I'm pretty happy about that. And Roberts has a home run, so that's good. And then let's click on the 18th. Still with Fargo. We won 6-0. Burleson goes 4-0. Smart hits a homer, and Burleson's the player of the game. Hey, he pitched a shutout. That's pretty good. I'm really upset he's injured now. Look at the 19th. We are, again, Brooklyn. We won 6-4. Williamson gets the win. We needed that from Williamson. Zelaya gets a save. Alston gets a homer, and Alston gets the player of the game for what looks like the... did he hit 2 that game? No, that's how many homers he's had for the season. So he hit the homer, which obviously gave him the player of the game, which means that was either a walk-off, not a walk-off, or a game winner there. So that's good. Moving on to the 20th, and we'll just catch up. And I apologize for this, ladies and gentlemen. I did not mean to be so absent. But surprise, surprise, Tallahassee coming back from their 1951, or repeating from the 1951 playoff win against me, wins 10-0. Zach Starks gets pummeled. Oh, man. Not good. Let's see if I can pull up the log for this game. No. Box score? Nope. So we'll see why that's happening. I don't know what the cutoff is on that. Brooklyn, Tallahassee, we lose 8-2 with Martin getting the loss. Martin is not cutting it for us. I'm going to have to get rid of him. He's 1-4. He's 1-4. Or we're going to either have to get rid of him or limit his pitch count. I don't know which one it's going to be, but it's going to be something. That's for sure. That's not good. So that's 2 losses to Tallahassee, and this is probably going to be number 3. Oh, no, we won 7-4. 7 runs in the second. Nick Clark gets a win. Nick Clark is player of the game. Alston gets a homer. Can I pull up the box score for that? I can't. Let's see the 23rd. We played Joplin. That's my brother, my real-life brother's team is Joplin, who joined the league, by the way, and won his first season playing outright. Read a lot on the Wikipedia and things about the game. Basically, we call him the cheat code because he just reads too much about the game, and won. 12-11, we won versus Joplin. That's pretty good. And John Alston, number 1 performance of the day. 3 for 4, home run, 5 RBIs, 3 runs, and a walk. Hey, now, Alston is producing, and I was worried. I told you guys, I was worried that things were going to get crazy, and he wasn't going to do what we needed him to do, and that's why I called him Kleinmeyer last season. But, hey, look at this. He's producing, and I'm pretty happy about 7 runs in the 3rd. I'm not going to lie to you. And Clark is going to stay and get the or Clark didn't play this one, sorry. McGurk gets the win, and Zelaya gets his 8th save of the season. I'm happy about that. I'm not going to lie. 24th. Again, Joplin probably, right? And Joplin wins 3-1. Chavez gets a loss, and he's not won a game all season. 6 ERA. That ain't going to cut it either, right? That makes me so upset. No home runs that game. And let's go to the 25th, which I should have on file, if I'm not mistaken. Either that or the 26th. We lose 4-2 versus Joplin. So that's where we were 18-19. We went 6-7 in 15 days. Not the best, not the worst, right? Zach Starks gets another loss. And I expect losses to happen for Starks. He's a rookie. He's his 2nd season, but he's green. He's not going to be the best player on the planet, not yet. He's going to develop though, and by giving him some time, he's going to be okay. As long as we can give him some talent to relieve him, I think he'll be fine. The goal here though is to keep him limited. Give him some talent. He's underneath 5 ERA. I can't really complain. Yeah, he's going to lose some close games, but you're only going to put up 2 runs. I expect better from my players. Fountain gets a homer, but it's not enough to do the job. So going back to the mail here, knowing what we know. Oh, we can actually see the box scores on these. Cool. All right, so let's take a look real quick and see where we're at for the season. Obviously, things are not going to be as high for their averages now, but let's take a quick look. Wow, a lot of players stepped in. 12-11. Yeah, so we had a lot of pitching changes. Romero, Williamson, Rydell, McGurk, Nieves, and Zelaya Did anyone even pitch more than no? So it's 0.1 innings, blew it. 2.1 innings, blew it. 1.2 innings, did okay. Blown save though, so he blew it. McGurk gets the win. Nieves gets the hold. Zelaya gets the save. That's rough. That is rough. I'm not gonna lie. Let's look here. Hits. 3 hits for Roberts. 3 hits for Alston. 1 for Nieves. But look at this. We got 8 home runs for Philpott and 6 for Smart on the season. That's not bad. Had not delivered a key hit into the top of the 8th. Hey, Chad Smart is putting it together, right? Batting .307 for the season. 2 hits at 5 at-bats. I'm surprised by that. I thought it was going to be terrible. Blasters, Bridal Atlantics, 3-1. Yeah, we knew that. We lost. Let's take a look. Pitching. Chavez has to do better. Simple as that. 2 strikeouts. I'm not okay with that. I need more from him. And, well, 3 earned runs, though. That's not terrible. No, I can't say he blew it. That's not terrible. We just have to score more runs. 1 run isn't going to win a game, especially against a top team like Joplin. It's just not going to happen. And you can see that on the right here. You can see that these players, their players are a lot better, and that's what you get, right? And Inselman's just not producing either. I expected him to have that power that's going to get him through, even though his eye wasn't great, and that's just not happening. And that's kind of costing us as well. But I think we can kind of fix some things here. Looking at the All-Star voting, we are in the All-Star Team 1, not Team 2, so I can delete Team 2. Team 1. Top vote getter is Leva, and he is on the Kansas City T-Bones. That is, I know it's Human Control. I can't remember the player. Avo's team, and yeah, so he's the number 1 guy in the league, and he's the number 1 guy in the All Stars, and that's not surprising. So, looking real quick, let's see if anybody's on the All Stars. We got John Alston from Brooklyn, so that's good. I expected him to be up on that list. We got Perdomo. We don't have Philpott in. Oh, there he is, third base. Philpott, perfect. We have Nick Clark as a starting pitcher. That's good. And we have Zelaya, which is not a surprise at all. I mean, I expected that, right? Everyone did here, so that's good. Deleting that. 4-2 loss against Joplin. Let's take a look at the box score. And again, we only scored 2 runs. You know, I say in hockey, you have to score more than 3 goals to win. I feel like in baseball, you got to score more than 4 runs to win. It's kind of where I live. Made a couple of mistakes that cost us the game. No errors, though, so let's see what we did here. Starks pitched 3. Yeah, I mean, technically that's supposed to be a quality start, right? Less than 3 earned runs, 6 innings pitched. Supposed to be a quality start. You expect McGurk to step in and actually do something. He gives up a run, and that's what we look at. So looking at Weiss, he had a strikeout, not good. Alston, Philpott. I need better results from some other players, but looking at even the batting average, it wasn't the worst. Hymas and Starks did the worst. I just need some of these players to start generating some more runs, and I think we'll be okay. But middle of the pack right now is not a bad place to be, especially with half the season done. We have just a couple of games behind on the wild card. We should be okay. We should be okay so far until we have to look at the injuries, and that's going to be a problem. So we'll do that in just a moment. Upcoming series against Quebec City. That is Jeff's team, the Commish, and Matt Graves pitched them. So Matt Graves is my former pitcher from 2 seasons ago. Last season went to free agency, ended up with Quebec City, and Quebec City's won 4 games in a row, and they pitched a win. 5-1. Have to do better. Matt Graves was good. Graves and Clark were like my 1-2, right? So I always had Clark and Graves back to back. Boom. I was getting 2 wins every single time. It was easy. Now it's becoming a little bit more difficult. I'm not having that same production, and I think we're paying the price for that. We have a call up from minor leagues with Martin not doing it. We have Chavez not doing it. So there are some holes in our pitching this season. We're not known for our rock solid pitching anymore, but like I said a couple of times in the videos, we do have pitchers in the minor leagues that can come up and do some things for us, but we're still at least 2 seasons from that, if not 3 or 4. So looking down here, Martin 1-5. That, I mean, you look at the numbers, and clearly a record would indicate production or status, and this is the problem. We have Chavez and Martin, I think, together have 10 of our losses, and that's just not acceptable in my book. So let's go back here, delete that message. Hernandez bags youth in Big Cuba hunt. We got another shortstop from Cuba. Atlantic's fall to 500. We lost again 9-3. Oh, I hate the big losses. The big losses hurt more than the small ones, I tell you. I guess if I was a player and I was playing, a small loss would be a heartbreaker. But as a GM, watching a result, just a result, I feel like the losses that are bigger in nature are more detriment to my team, I think. So let's see here. Looking at the list, everyone's pretty much under 200. We got Philpott and Austin at 3. So for the season, again, I got to stop looking at that. That's for the season. That's not for the at-bats, and that's my problem, is I keep thinking that they are, and I shouldn't do that. Looking at the strikeouts, though, 2 is my leadoff guy. Should a leadoff guy have 2 strikeouts? I don't think so. I don't think so. And should Roberts be leaving 4 on base? Also something that I would disagree with. Oh, man. Clark gets a loss. I don't like that. I don't like that at all, for that matter. But McGurk, 2 earned runs. Williamson, 1 strikeout, 1 inning pitch. It's not the worst. Not the worst. We could do better, though. We could definitely start hitting more. I think I have to make a change in the lineup there to adjust for that. LeBlue. So we lost all 3 games. We lost 3-1 versus Quebec City. So we lost all 3 to Quebec City. So we, going into that series, had a winning record. That's frustrating. No errors. They scored all 3 runs in the 4th. So that was under the eye of Burleson. Nope. He got injured. Burleson was out. Oh, man. That's when he got injured. Okay, so Romero went in, and he lost too. So I just have a couple of pitchers that just need to go. That's what it comes down to. A couple of pitchers that just need to go. Cobra with 2 Ks. Hymas 3 strikeouts. Just, I'm just giving too many strikeouts to other players, and we're not hitting enough. That's what it comes down to. We have a couple of glimpses of glory, and then not so much. And this is what's upsetting, too. I know it doesn't affect morale, but I have a message from Chad Smart saying he wants to stay after his contract runs out. Would you prepare an offer for an extension? We don't have extensions in this league. They go to free agency, but Chad Smart hasn't really been the best. I'll have to really look at it and see if I have a center fielder that could replace him. And if we do, then I probably will replace him because I don't think the money's worth it. But if he's available for a reasonable price, we would get him. And also, when we get into free agency, I'm going to have to make a decision. Do I release these videos ASAP and let other teams, my other GMs, look at them? Or do I wait one extra sim to release the videos? And I think that's what I'm going to do, just to get offers in and be able to jump on some of these players at a cheaper price before they drive me up on prices. I don't know yet, though. We'll have to see when we get into the offseason. This bothers me. He was 4-0 with a 4.30 ERA. Oh, man. Burleson. Oh, man. All right, let's go look at our rosters real quick, and we'll do other stuff in just a moment. Burleson's got to go to the DL. Sad day. Grandjean has to go to the DL. He's out. Sad day. Dominguez out for 3 weeks. DL. Man, I got some holes to fill. Out for 5 weeks. Oh, my goodness gracious. Out for 4 days. He can stay. He'll be subbed. And you are day-to-day for 1 day. Okie dokie fokies. All right, so Perdomo can come back. Welcome back to the team, Perdomo. Harrington can come back. Thank God we need a first baseman. Castillo can come back. Perfect. Zapata can come back, which means I think it's... Oh, no, because... both of our guys, Southern got injured as well. So that... Oh, man. We still have a hole there to fill. Okay, so that's fine. McKinley can come back, which means I need to probably bring up Zapata or send down Brady. We'll send down Brady, And then we'll have to make something happen here with 3 left fielders. We'll have to see if we can kind of swap one. I see we can take Villalobos, bring him down, and swap him for Poon Kochar, who's injured right now, but I think that'll work. Yeah, let's do that. I know I said I wouldn't do that, but right now we need to. So we'll send him down. We'll send him up. 4 days. You're fine. Or do we make that? Do we make the DL? We'll leave it. 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 It's fine. And quick glance, by the way, if we go to home, we are 23 and 14, 21 and 16, 17 and 20 in our minor leagues. I don't really care about record in the A ball. I expect some things to be a little bit crazy. But in the AAA, for sure, being 23 and 14 is good, and we're first, so that's good. We're 7th in AA. That's kind of a middle ground. I expect some results, but not amazing results. But what can you do? So looking here at the rankings, that's what's going to be important. Kind of see where our problems lie. Our defensive efficiency has gone down. We're still 3rd. That's good. But runs scored has tanked. We were 6th. We're now 10th. Batting average, we're 7th. That's not bad. On-base percentage, we were 2nd. We're 6th now. Home runs, that has fallen. Stolen bases is still good. Runs against, we have a lot of runs against. So our pitching clearly is a little bit of a problem. And now with the hole with Burleson, we're going to have to do something. I don't know what, but we're going to have to do something. Starters ERA, 11th. Bullpen, 16th. Out of 18, we're dead last in bullpen. So if you want to know what the problem is with the team this season, it's less of hitting because we were last in hitting, and now it's the bullpen ERA. It's like different every time. Now what's crazy is I left the team the same. The team has been the same except for one call-up, and that was Martin. Obviously isn't the best for us. Clearly not the best for us. We look at the league batting leaders. 471, 441, 405. We're at 385. Not terrible. Home runs, there's your problem. We have no power. And I knew that going into it. We have no hitting, no power. And this is proof in the pudding. Runs batted in. RBI is 46. We have 27. So there's your generation. And then as far as the pitching is concerned, 2.03. We're at 2.98 for ERA. Wins 6. We got 4, but I'm not too worried about that. I think we can still be okay there. We have some relievers that are getting wins, so that's good. Strikeouts 73 to 55. So Clark was leading in strikeouts 2 seasons ago. Not so much anymore. As far as attendance is concerned, because that was something we were concerned with, we are almost selling out every single game. We're up 54% in attendance and revenue. Fantastic. We're up 126% in season tickets still. This is good news. Let's take a look at our gate revenue to date. By going to accounting, we have made $642,000 in gate revenue. We're on track to break that 1.1. So if we double that, that's going to be like 1.3 with 9 games in hand on the double. So we're at 37 games. We have 89. I think we'll be okay. I'm pretty happy about that. We should be projecting positive for cash balance where before we weren't going to be. I was very concerned about that. What else do we want to look at today, at least? We can look at, so win percentages and stuff. If you guys want to take a look at this, I'll leave it up so you can kind of view it and give me some feedback. And I keep saying guys, and I'm sorry. If you all want to look at it, you can. Looking at something here that was interesting is, see, strikeouts. Tied for 14th in strikeouts. Not enough Ks, right? Not enough Ks. And batting stats, we're 11th in strikeouts given. We're giving strikeouts to other teams. Not good. Hits were 5th, though. And I think that's going to be from Alston and from Philpott. Definitely with extra base hits. That's just Philpott's pure speed that we're seeing there. But I'm not too bad about it. So looking at these numbers in general, other than runs scored, we're not the worst. At least offensively. And my defensive efficiency is the only thing that's keeping us at a middle record because clearly our pitching is having the problem this season. I'll have to address that. What can we do? What can we do? We have some holes to fill. We have a shortstop to fill, which I'm going to have to do something there because I'm out of shortstops. Don't know what to do there. And we have to bring up a pitcher. We have 5 that think they're ready to come up. and all of them are on minor league contracts. So whoever I bring up is going to start their 5-year with the team upon calling them up. Who do I bring up? If I look at my front office and go to player development, I think it is. Yeah, we're still second. Looking here, Duran, who's in AAA, is ranked 26th out of all players for prospects. He's my top guy. Do I bring him up like I did with Starks and expect some rough things, or do I go with someone who has some more seasoned, maybe not playing in the majors, because I think none of them did except for Kanda played 3 games in 51. Do I bring him up? And that might be what I do. Honestly, looking at it right now, looking at his numbers. Let's pull up the stats here and see. And you all let me know what you think. If I go to pitching stats, and sort by ERA. Looking at starters, let's go to starters. Boop. Kanda, 1.80 ERA. Zamorano, who is formerly a closer, mind you, he's now a starting pitcher because he's moved up from AA to AAA. He's got 2.4. I think Duran needs more time. I think he needs the rest of the season to get better. I like this number here. I think we call him up. What do you all think? Let me know. Now, Zamorano's WAR is a lot higher, 1.7. Let's look at strikeouts. Kanda leads in strikeouts. Zamorano's got no strikeouts? Really? What do we look? Wait, what? Hang on. That can't be right. What? Hang on. Didn't I just have stats and now they're gone for him? Pitching. There's his stats. That was weird, right? Okay, that was very strange. He leads in Ks, 40 Ks. Okay, that's a little bit better. And they've all pitched about 50 innings, 65 and 63 for these two. Home runs against, 1 each. I got some good pitchers down here, huh, guys and girls? I got to stop doing that. And let's look at losses. No more than 3 for everybody. Wins, no more than 4. So about average on the win-loss, but hey. Hits against, who is leading? Kanda. Earned runs given up. Most is Dunsmore. Yeah, so Duran needs more time. I'm going to give him this rest of the season before I call him up. I think he'll be ready at the end of the season. I think he needs more time. Barnhart. Kanda leads. Who do I call up? So the question is going to be to you all. Who do I call up? Kanda or Zamorano? Let me know in the comments. I think this is going to be huge to make that decision, and I will call them up for the next sim. I can always send somebody down. I'm probably going to call up Kanda right now because we have the midnight sim coming up, and then we can make an adjustment if we need to. But I'm looking at... I think that's what we do. I'm going to call Kanda up right now. And I'm going to let him try to be amazing. He spent 2 seasons in the minors. He played as a filler in 1951. In 50, he played AA ball. Wow. Okay, so he went from AA. He's 26. So this was 3 years ago. He was 23. So he went from AA to AAA for part of a season, went up to my main roster, back down in 52 last season. But he's had good numbers all the way through, and his WAR has been high. I think this is a good decision. I think he can be a starter. I know his expectation is bullpen, but he can definitely be a starter. Minor league filler, but I don't think so. I think this is going to be okay. 4 movement. That's going to be our troubling time. 4 movement. Zamorano's got 4 movement. I don't know. We have too many injuries, guys. Too many injuries. What do y'all think we should do? I'm going to put Kanda in. If he's terrible, I can easily swap them out, and it'll cost me a couple of... I think you have to do 45 days in the majors for it to count as a contract. If I can send him back down before that, I will. And then I've got to call up Flig. I don't have an option. I have to call up Flig and let Zapata come up to the major or to the AAA. Yeah, we're going to have to do that. So Flig's going to come up and play in the majors. Terrible idea. Zapata comes up, which moves up Brady back to AA. Keeps our Cadena guy who we just got in single A. And then I think we're good on pitching. We don't have to make any adjustments for pitching. We just need to call up. I think Duty will be a starter, if I'm not mistaken. Bullpen. Nope, I'm wrong. I'm always wrong. So let's go here and go to pitching. Go to Phoenix. Nope, go to Dallas and pull up Garcia. Emergency starter. Lopez. I'm looking here, by the way, to see what their current projection would be in the major league and go with that. Try to put them in the right position. Moreno, strictly bullpen. And Nolan, emergency starter. That makes me worried because we do need a starter, and I don't want to run a 4-man rotation. I definitely don't want that. Let me think on that during the off video when I'm not recording, and I'll make a decision there for the minors. And I promise at some point, probably over the weekend, it's Friday or it's Thursday night, so it's Friday morning when you probably are going to watch this. Saturday, I'll go through the team. We'll go together. We'll go down each team. We'll look at everything and kind of make a decision. And you all can let me know what we should do. I think for right now, I'll make a decision. And then if it's terrible, you can tell me that in the comments and we'll make the adjustments. I think that's the best option. And then we'll go through every team over the weekend. And then you all have a good idea of what we're going to do. Something we're also going to do in the A-ball, I want to mention this right quick, is my starters and my guys who are not playing. All my people who are pitching like less than 10 innings, they're going to get some playing time. So I'm going to do a full A-B swap. I'm basically going to take all these guys and swap them. And we're going to go, everyone who played a lot will play a little. Everyone who played a little will play a lot. I'm going to move them in the starting positions and boom, make it happen. So that's going to happen in the next video, probably. I'll do that in between the next video and the one after that. So in between like episode 8 and 9 or episode 7 and 8, one of the two. That'll happen there because we are halfway through the season. Halfway through the season. So I'll do that then. I know some guys need to be starting. We have so many pitchers. If you look at their potential, I got a couple of people who can be pretty great. And I got a stud here with Shepard I think is going to be pretty good. Their control, not that high, but if they have more time, their control can go up. And I have a couple of guys with amazing stamina too. So I have some good talent, some good prospects down here. And if we check it with the prospect sheet, which we have up here, front office and personnel. Nope, player development. If I go here, RP, starting. I have a lot of starters that are good. And we now called up Konda, who is one of my top prospects, 53rd ranked. So, hey, we're going to be okay. Things are rough right now. We are in a real rough patch. Looking at these injuries kind of scares me. But we will be okay. And once we cut a couple of these pitchers, we can sign some more fielders, and things will level themselves out. But I wanted to take this season to completely analyze my pitchers and cut the ones that need to be cut, as my dog makes some noise here while he's laying next to me. That being said, we have a lot of ground to cover, and I hope Flig can fill in the hole. I really do. I'm going to look at the free agents during the break here and see if I can find a shortstop that is available. If he is, I'll make an offer. If not, we're rolling with Flig, and we're going to see what happens. And if he's terrible, I will, I don't know, bring up a third baseman to cover, but I don't have any. See, we're kind of stuck here. So we'll see what we can do. If you have any ideas, let me know. I am at 5Penguin. You can find me on Twitter or on all of the social media, wherever you are. Thank you for watching. I know this video was long, but I wanted you all to get everything we covered and kind of see it. I will talk to Jeff about some of the issues we noticed, and we will pick it back up in the next video. Injuries galore here. I hope this gets better. You will have to tune back in to find out. Link is in the description for the website where you can follow all of the action from Premier League Baseball along. I'm at 5Penguin. I'll see you next time. Take care.